guys, I got a couple of lights here to show you from Betopper. There's a couple interesting things about these lights. They have a lens on the front that adds a cool frosted like effect to them. And with 28 channels, you can do a lot with these lights. Just make sure whatever your current lighting rig is right now that you can accommodate that 28 channels. And those 28 channels are pan, pan fine, tilt, tilt fine, pan, tilt, speed, dimmer, shutter, RGB white for the center LED. And then you have a color temperature for that center LED. You've got a color effect. You have more effects, and then you have the effect speed. And then you have dimmer, shutter, RGB again, and then you have the effects and the effects speed with a remote reset. And that is for the outer ring on this. And that was one of the things that I thought was really cool. So we have an R, a G, a B, then we have a main white, and then next to the main white, we have a color temperature. And so if you're doing maybe a creative project, you can go warmer or you can go cooler, and you can kind of dial that in. And then you have a color macro. So a color macro, this is something that you could add just, you know, in a show, because maybe you're like, I just want slow moving colors, right? So we have an effect. And again, this is cooking me here. And then I have an effect speed. And so this is how I can, I mean, you guys can, you know, if you're a DJ or if you are in a band, you know, this can be a preset. As I move this fader here, it's got different color options. And then this fader here has different, is the different speeds for that. And so if I push this all the way up, like it's going to go crazy, and then I can pick different effects. But if I pull this down nice and slow, right, it's going to move slower, and then I can pick different colors. And so one of the things that's interesting about this is you have the main, I'm already blind, dude. You have the main red, green, blue that you can color mix, you know, to make different colors. You have your white, and that again is the center cluster of LEDs. You have an outer ring of LEDs as well. And so here, we'll open this up just a little bit so you can see. I have a red ring, which maybe I can get a little more there. And then that red ring can go green, blue, and then it has an effect as well. And this shows off a little more. Here, let me see if I dim it down. I'm trying to there we go. Here, let me turn this up a little bit more. All right, so you see how that is chasing around the outside in different colors. I can speed that up. And we can go even faster, I believe. And let's send this thing wide open. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so they also have some different effects. This is just one of them. So I will, let's see if I move this down. So this one, just kind of a step. That's one. There's two. And then here's three here. And then we have this one here, and this is the outer ring doing a visual lighting chase as well. The only thing I don't like is, so for instance, if I have two of these lights and they're both doing this, I can't change the rotation of this effect. So they're always constantly moving together. Whereas if you've got one on one side of the stage and another on the other side of the stage, you might want them to go against each other rather than moving together. I'd like to see that added in another version of these. So now that we have the outer ring moving a little bit, let's throw something into the center. So maybe you can see here. Let's do, I will do a green. I'll do a little bit of a green, and then I'm gonna bump up my outside ring a ton to help. I can see these things on drum risers, on truss, on, you know, on top of guitar cabinets, because they're extremely light and portable. They are just a great wash light, and a great, again, you know, they do have a couple effects to them. So one great thing about these fixtures is that they're already supported from ADJ. So if you're on the ADJ link like I am here, or any of the other ADJ products, you should be able to open these up and start using them right away. You should be able to download the fixture profiles and start adding them to your show. Again, if you had, you know, 6 or 8 of these things sprinkled all over your stage and you got them to chase, because you have that warm color temperature control where you can make it cooler or warmer, it's just gonna look really good.